let's do that. Maybe that works. Cool, let's get back into this game. It's a little bit of a very special thing today. Is that this is the second half of the stream today, I guess, to some extent. Did have that crash earlier today, but whatever. Where the internet connection went for a little bit, or at least it did force like chat to reconnect. But this is several hours after the previous stream. Not too sure how many hours, but a good amount of time anyway. But I did mention that I didn't want to play this game outside the stream, so that combined with the fact that I had to start a little bit later today make me kind of want to stream some more later as well, I guess. And it's a chill game, so it's just gonna be chill as I planned it to be at least, and then we'll take it from there. Just trying to remember where we were. Now we did get that recipe for eggs and bacon. Make that immediately. Welcome back, Toto. Yeah, I decided I actually could muster and manage to do a second stream today. Normally that is something I never really do unless it's very much a pre-planned thing, but basically what happened today earlier was when I lost or realized I didn't have any internet connection. Basically I'd gotten up, I'd made breakfast, and I'd been up earlier today than normal because I needed to talk with the job center. And after I talked with the lady, that's like when I ate breakfast, and halfway through my breakfast watching YouTube, my internet went out basically. So it was like, god damn it. Finished breakfast and then I sat around waiting for a little bit, tried resetting the router to see if I could reestablish connection that way, which didn't work. And I was like, well, not really much you can do then, so I decided to go back to bed for like two and a half hours or something like that. So that's also why I'm a little bit more fresh now, this late in the evening. Because it's 21:28, but it's not too terrible. And since I had food, you know, should be able to manage. And I did just finish Genshin Impact dailies as well, so that's also out of the way. Which is also coincidentally part of the reason why I usually don't stream later in the evening, because I end up playing Genshin Impact and sometimes that just grabs my attention for too long. And you know, doing a 1 to 2 hour stream is maybe a little bit cutting it short, so yeah. Toto internet went down too while watching me, okay. Interesting. So was that during... Hold on, so that must have been before the raid then, before we went and raided Capto, right? Because you were in Captolamia's stream as well. Was it for long though? I mean, mine was out for literally 5 hours. But yeah, the ISP explained it that they have like an automated update system for like well, the network, and apparently that had caused an issue, and thus everyone's internet was like down. Now what's worth knowing here is that the company in question have a borderline monopoly on internet connection up in the northern part of Denmark, and to some, like one of my friends, refer to them as the mafia of internet connections. Got cut in the middle because Toto made in before the end. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, he basically considers them the mafia of internet connections. So as an example, when I moved into where I'm currently residing, I had a couple options when it came to internet. I could either A, stay with the service provider that I'd had before and try and see how much they could deliver, or B, try and find someone else, obviously. And at first I was like, well, let's see what happens, because it's probably also the case in your situation, transferring ISP is a bit of a pain in the ass, because it usually just means you'll have some days without internet. If you're just moving address, you'll just transfer the whole thing to the new place, and you'll just use the same hardware and all that stuff to hook it up. Now, unfortunately, in my case when I moved in, though I could stay with my old service provider, they could not even deliver their minimum of what they were selling. That's how bad it was. They couldn't even deliver the minimum speeds that they were selling as a service, meaning that if I'd stayed with them, not only would I not get a discount, but my internet speeds would also be worse than their minimum that they could supply. And I was like, damn, really? And that was only like a couple years ago. I just couldn't mentally, like, it was inconceivable, basically. Like, how can you not supply basic internet speeds? For reference, they have normally like 3 different models at that point that you could pick between. And this is what was really wild, if you went to their site, you could see what speeds they could deliver at this given address or whatever. And one place, it originally said that they would be able to deliver... Hey, Ammo. At one place they would deliberately state that they could deliver up to 3 different speeds, which they normally do. But on this particular address, no. Not even bare minimum. It was kind of ridiculous. And I call them to confirm exactly what it was. Or no, that's not it. I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, so basically I looked up my options for internet speeds. And the reason why they couldn't deliver even the basics is because they went through phone wires still, like phone cables, which isn't capable of delivering as much as if you go through coax. This town's been lost, okay. So, I thought, well, it's not like you can't get cable TV and stuff like that in this apartment, so why could they not supply more than, like, why couldn't they just deliver it through coax? And the reason why is because, well, it's not their infrastructure. It's owned by that other company that I'm now with, the Mafia. So because it's owned by them, they're the only service provider you can get in, like, what seems to be 70%, if not more, of all the apartments in this place. Here, there, almost everything's fiber. The thing is, though, if you wanted certain, like, speeds, you'd probably still be forced to go through the same ISP. Non-fiber plan's not even available anymore. Jeez, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. In the place I lived before, actually, there also was another incident because we were also using phone wires there, so just regular copper wires, all the way. And at some point we started having instabilities on our internet connection speeds, and I called them and was like, hey, our internet keeps dropping off at random. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, block apartment building, yeah, probably. But it's very common around here that Stofa owns like all the wires going to and from, so it's like there's no competition, right? No one else can get in because it's not their wires. So for instance, if I were going to continue using the old ISP, they could only use the infrastructure available to them, which was basically limited to the phone lines. So but what happened at the old address was that they'd done some stuff on the back end side which should allow for more stable higher speed internet connection. And coincidentally, from what I was told, that had like a negative side impact on places where the infrastructure couldn't handle that signal boost, or however he tried to explain it. It's been a while now. Which, from what I could assess, did sound to make sense. Like he wasn't just BSing me. But basically, like, the way he was explaining it is that it's a signal, right? And the frequency of that signal was changed. And there's basically, as he said, there's a threshold for how much the signal may deviate away from an average, sort of. And if there's a lot of instability, the frequency of that signal will deviate by a lot, making said signal unstable. And if the threshold is not high or low enough, then it just disconnects your internet connection completely if it deviates too much. And that's what was happening in our case. It was fluctuating too much because of that signal boost. And though it should allow us to get higher speeds on like a more primitive infrastructure, like cable-wise, it did also make it more unstable. So what he did on his side was just to allow it to go further up and down, basically, or something like that. The nice thing here in calling is that it's EWII, I think it is 2 I's, right? It was only available in the triangle area. Ordered fiber and we didn't have fiber in your building, and they actually put it in the building. Because the thing is, like I am probably running on fiber up to the doorstep, right? But it's the wires inside the building themselves, right? It doesn't matter if you have fiber connection up to your doorstep if the building itself doesn't have it. And that's of course up to those that rent out the apartment if that's something they want to add. But yeah, the before switching over to broadband, it was pretty terrible. It was like what was it? It wasn't even 20 download. It was like, I think it was like 15 download, and then somewhere between 5 and 10 upload. That was like the highest they could supply, which wasn't even their minimum. And the problem of blocks. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Oh, sorry. Every owner in the block must accept that they share the cost of putting cables in the building. Well, I mean, these apartments are all owned by the same place, like it's all under the same roof. So if it were to be a thing, it would probably be put up for a vote, and then it's just a majority of the vote that has to pass as to whether or not something like that would be instated, if it even is something like that. I mean, if it's just infrastructure up to the building, of course, that's one thing. But if it's the building, inside the building itself, then it's something else, I guess. Well, I guess the only thing would be if it would actually change the rent, but yeah, I don't know. Regardless, though, I was basically coerced into switching my ISP provider in order to have usable internet. It was a little bit annoying, let's say it. Ooh, a machete. Iron and wood. Oh, we can't get wood yet, though. By the way, Ammo, have you switched over to Meet ID, which in English is My ID? The replacement to our NimID, which is translated to Easy ID system. It's basically like a system, like an authorization system for like, what do we even call it? Like public places and bank accounts and that kind of stuff. Like a two-step authenticator, basically. But yeah, have you switched over yet? Nope, not got the invitation. Oh, okay. So I tried to log into my netbank today, and it came up saying like, oh, my ID, you can switch over and stuff. I was like, cool, I'll do that right away. And I can't use it. I can't use it on my phone because I'm using Lineage OS, and the app will not work on a rooted or jailbreak phone. And because I'm using Lineage OS, it's considered rooted, I guess. I don't know exactly how it works. I didn't set up the phone. That was Mass, by the way. You know who Mass is. He gave me the phone and it was already running Lineage OS, and I was like, this is pretty neat. No bloatware. I like it. So I kept it. But yeah, it literally will not run on my phone at the moment because of that reason. I was just curious to hear if you started using it yet. And I did like a very short Google search, and there are people on like Reddit, like Danish people of course, that are talking about this and what to do about it, because it's like eventually we'll be forced to using this new My ID system, but I can't have two phones just to use the system. And as far as unless I have misunderstood, but isn't it also completely replacing the physical cards? Well, yeah, you probably won't. I mean, unless you're rooting or jailbreaking your phone. It's not because my phone is too old. It's just because they consider it a security risk, I guess, that I have a rooted phone. Yeah, I assume you're not misunderstanding, but of course. But yeah, like, it sounds like a bit wild to force the entire population of a country into like setting up the phones in a particular way just so that they can use what is an essential system for existing in this country. I get that there might be potential security risks, but people on that Reddit thread said that whatever security threats there might be would be negligible or something like that. If even like an issue, like a threat in the first place. What makes me wonder though, because I would be fucking pissed if I get forced into using like a version of Android that has a ton of bloatware just so I can use this authentication system. You can go without it, but you have to apply for it. Okay. Interesting. Just sounds like a little bit wild though, that you're being excluded out of this service just because of that. Sort of glad that your country doesn't have that system. Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be like a security system so that, you know, your identity doesn't get stolen and stuff or misused. Yeah, exactly. The system is good otherwise. It's just shitty that they put like that kind of restriction on there. I do hope that it's something that's gonna change, because otherwise, Because right now we basically get these physical cards that are like laminated paper cards that you fold and put into your wallet or whatever, and it has like a long table of like just codes on there with an ID. So whenever you have to log into your netbank or some kind of public instance, it'll prompt you with an ID, and then you just have to look up the number so that you can type it in and then get access. That way, if your account credentials, like your login and password, gets leaked or whatever, you know, it's still only the person who has that authentication tool that can access the bank account and all your dealings with like the public. But yeah, I was like so ready to get started using, and I was like, huh, okay, well, guess I'm not. I'm just glad that they weren't like imagine if they'd done it where you said, okay, I want to use my ID, and now you were locked into, now you have to install the app and stuff before moving on. Like, imagine that were a thing. Oof, that would have been so bad. Because then all of a sudden you'd have like, you know, several thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even, unable to access their bank account and all that stuff until they literally reinstalled their phone or got a new one. I don't know. Probably not that many people, to be honest. But it's still a potential. Wow, I am so good at these throwing knives. It's this system to digitalize everything regarding citizens. I was just looking forward to the part of not having to deal with like a physical card that had a finite amount of numbers on it. Because I have had that one instance as well where I didn't get the replacement card and they never sent a new one, so I was stuck like for quite a long while actually without the ability to use my bank account or anything like that. Germany tried something similar but fails, so to change your address you have to go to the commune and sit there for like hours just to tell them you've moved. Oh god. That is kind of terrible. It's like, what else? Yeah, there's like generally just anything that has to do with the public, right? If you need to change something in terms of your public situation, I don't know even how to talk about that. Hope you know what I'm saying. Like if you need to change something very menial, like you're mentioning, like moving address, for instance. Anything that can't be done over the internet is really tedious and just so fucking time consuming. And especially after the pandemic, because now you have to rearrange a meeting. You can't just meet up on the doorstep and say like, hey, I need this fixed today, which you're apparently used to. Had to get a new ID, so you had to drive to Germany to meet up at the commune in the last city of residence to apply for a new ID, to wait 6 weeks to then go down there again to pick it up. God damn. Like, talking about being inefficient, that's gotta be super expensive in terms of tax money as well. Like just the maintenance for all that stuff. And that cost 1,000 Danish crowns just for the ID. Yeah, because you gotta pay for every single person that's had anything to do with the whole like logistics and everything. All the bureaucracy behind it. So yeah, it's gonna be very expensive. Can we? We can. Nice, we can use the sickle to harvest all this. That speeds up the process just a tad. But if you just sent your Christmas wishes to your girlfriend family and your only wish was to fundraise for you for some money to apply for Danish citizenship, does that cost you money? How expensive is that? What are the other prerequisites? Is it like you've got to have lived in the country for like 2 or 3 years or something? 5,000, jeez. Well, that's an Xbox basically. Or something like that. You know what I mean? It's definitely not cheap. That's for sure. For you, it's more specific since you're a Danish minority. That's to be expected. Cooking stand. Oh, then you can cook at campfires. Keep that in mind. Basic lock picking is at level 12. Oh, sorry, that's not what we want to do. We want to switch our loadout real quick. Yeah, as you can see, it's not every single tile that we can till. It's like only very specific locations here where there's quote-unquote fertile soil, so that's why you can't just till soil anywhere you place and make a farm anywhere as well. Has to be in like a predetermined spot. Even more reason to basically do it as early as possible just to get the most out of it. Because this is something you can return back to at any point and make use of. Now annoyingly, we could keep it completely square, or we could till these last remaining outer bits here. Which, I mean, plant fiber is basically used for that, so might as well. But me. Need to have documents that you've visited a Danish school and have grown up in northern Germany, and you have to have lived in Denmark for 2 years straight. Yeah. So that means if you're only staying here for like, if you've only stayed here for like a limited amount of time, like say you went to school but you didn't finish it and you'd only stayed here for 1 year and then you went to Germany for like a couple months before going back for a new education, then you'd be starting all over again? Is that how I understand it? Like, is that correct? Because you said straight, right? Yeah. That's so weird. But I guess it's all, I mean, the main reason is probably to avoid like someone who would stay in Denmark for like a few months, then be somewhere else for a few months, and then move to Denmark for a few months again, and then over and over and over again. Have to have visited a Danish school for the majority of your life. So that means if you're fully educated and you move here, you can't get Danish citizenship? Or would there just be different requirements then? That would be even more like harder to achieve or something? You can't if you've been in a Danish school for 2 years. You're saying that that's not enough? Okay. So by that, do you mean to say that you need to have been in school for more than 2 years? Or something like that? Is that like how I understand it correctly? Oh, 6+ years. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit more useful than saying like, oh, you know, because you could have said 3 years or 4 years and it still wouldn't have been enough. I think it's a bit more telling when you say literally it's about 6 years or something. Yeah, that's a very long time too, right? Like assume that you'd already got your basics covered when you move here. Like say you moved here with your parents, for instance. You would have to not only complete equivalent to high school, but also have begun like a university degree or something. Because otherwise there's just not enough time for it to be 6 years, right? Because high school is like 3 years, and then you can do a bachelor for 3 years. It's because you don't have to pass the Dane test then. I see. Danish integration is a little bit weird at times. Like where they ask you about Danish history and politics and test your Danish skills. Yeah, and that test is so fucking garbage. Because it's like most Danish people wouldn't even be able to pass it. Just even like take me for example. I've been to school more than the required amount of time or whatever. I've got like a university and degree and everything. I'm born and raised Danish, but I probably wouldn't be able to pass that test. It's like, there was something when that came out, people were like, oh, try it out just for fun or whatever, and most people that were Danish were unable to pass it, which is just, it's a bit sad, honestly, that we set such high requirements for people from the outside, but we ourselves are incapable of meeting set requirements, you know? While that is true, you are Danish though, and we don't want to give out one of the most powerful citizenships for free. Yeah, that is the thing, right? I mean, they probably, and that's something I also acknowledge, they probably set the bar higher than minimum effort, basically, right? To make it an actual, otherwise it wouldn't be a contest and would prove the test to be pointless, I suppose. Because if you're just asking people trivial stuff that you wouldn't even need to like make an effort, let's say, to be able to pass, then yeah, it's something else. I mean, if you can't meet the requirements, you probably shouldn't have it. Yeah, exactly. Or rather, said in another way, if you can't be bothered to meet the requirements, then you don't deserve it either, I suppose. These deer, so fucking random. Get over here. I don't know why I still threw that dagger. I had the option to cancel and just melee it. I am a best hunter. Programming instructor was Arab, and he applied and failed the test. His Danish was too poor. Okay. How bad was it then? Because you must clearly have like some kind of indicator. Finger Danish is 10 out of 10. Is it 10 out of 10 though? Like, is it really 10 out of 10? Because I know that mine isn't. But then again, nothing truly is. 98% of Danes can't hear your German, so it's 10 out of 10. Well, there's a difference between being able to tell if you're a native Danish speaker or not, and specifically German. One is very generic, the other one's like, you can sense that there might be something, so either it's like you've got like some kind of speech impairment, or I mean, you could literally just be a Danish person who has a harder time speaking Danish. That's also very likely. Or like a myriad of other factors. Oh, that was a deer. Okay. Or maybe I'm just being too technical here, ruining all the fun. Oh shit. Yeah, run! Ow, 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 fuck, 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 fuck. Shit, shit, shit. Shit, shit, shit. Oh shit. Oh, I did not expect to run into those, let alone two of them. I forgot they were a thing for a second. Very slight, let's say that then. Yeah, I can work with that. I'm also just pulling your leg. There's nothing wrong with your Danish. 9.9 out of 10. God damn it. Okay, we should be able to upgrade that backpack now. So now we need fabric and iron. Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes the grammar bit gets the better of you. So is the same for most people. And that's both in speak as in text. It's a bit of both. I notice it, but it's like the only thing probably that could make people think like, oh, was that just my imagination, or maybe he's like not Danish or something. But yeah, it's nothing like having a thick accent, right? Like a stereotypical mother ficking accent. Mother ficking? That sounds so wrong. Okay, let's just ignore these. Especially since we're already talking German, that could literally be misconstrued. Oh shit. Just smile and back off. Jesus. All I want to do is go down to that relay. Foul Lake Camping Grounds. Accent is so good compared to other German Danish speakers. Yeah. That is very correct. And you also try. There's also that. Not to brag. Hashtag humble brag. According to the notes on the table, the graveyard keeper was spooked by mysterious lights emanating from the back portion of the graveyard. He seems to have locked the gate and buried the key at the grave with the largest tombstone around. Okay. So we're on to a little treasure hunt quest here. Have a good example you just discussed with your girlfriend the other day. It's about parking a car. In terms of your accent? Or like in terms of German people talking Danish with a big accent? Das Auto steht. Which is actually kind of weird because that, like, to me is just translated straight up to like it's just standing, but okay. Oh, yes, I stand. Not I hold. Right? Right. I see where this is going. So when you're saying like I'm parking right over there, for instance, you say jeg holder lige derovre, for an example. Not like jeg står lige derovre, because that wouldn't make any sense. Because yeah. Which is actually funny, right? Because in English it's also holding on to the side of the road, which would be holding as well. But still parking, right? Oh, I probably need the shovel here. Well, there's the campfire, so we could take a look. There's also like a... Is it like a German commercial for learning English or other languages or whatever? And it's like this really... I gotta fucking find it now. And I told her that of course I say that because it really kind of makes sense, because the car stands still over there. But of course in the grammatical sense you're referring to I, or me as a person, am standing over there, right? If you were to translate it. You've probably... Some of you might have seen this before. Let's just take a little break because I find this one pretty which one to pick though? I guess this one.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
And Kevin's gonna have a fucking field day.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Fucking dumb ass shit.
Do you need a new marketing video for your website, YouTube?
Just fucking... We are thinking. Yes, what are you thinking about? Yeah, it's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. I mean, it's on point. And it just illustrates the problem so fucking well. Yeah, your brain just translates from German, yeah. This is the German Coast Guard. Hi, Arkham. Speaking of German. Arkham is also German, by the way, Ammo, so you guys got somewhat that in common. Hey. I forgot to switch over to the shovel. How are you doing, Arkham? Gotta hand it though, German television has some of the... Actually, this is a German commercial now that I think about it. Because I've seen it on live television, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if it's just, if it was on German TV or not, because I used to watch a lot of German TV growing up. Moin moin. Doing well. Stammenbruder. Okay. Chill out there. God damn. We need to be careful here, Toto. Okay, so now we actually have a shovel. Okay, so this is not a gravestone, I guess. That would make sense. Like, this looks like a gravestone. Aha! Have seen that clip before. Don't know if it was actually aired on German TV. Wrote that because all the other things that were going through your mind that you could write wouldn't be Twitch. Yeah. Wait, so we got the key. Is that just for the... That must be for like another part of the church cemetery. Is this ethically wrong? Do wonder if there's like actually something you can find here. Or if it was just a fluke that I found a piece of scrap in one of the graves. So far it actually seems kind of like it, to be honest. So that should open up the gate here. Yes. Okay, you got a point there. No stream raiders today. I haven't actually done stream raiders in a very long time now that I think about it. Because I've been busy doing Battle for Middle-earth, and that's just been taking all the attention every time. So yeah, I haven't done it in a while, and I'm just enjoying this game so much. It just came out as a 1.0 release today. So, I'm doing fine otherwise. Oh, his Xbox is broken. Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, then that will be the most sensible solution, Nemo. Yeah. Can we... Oh yeah, we need a rope and hook for this. I'm pretty sure you can also eventually break the gravestones just like that. This is the... Oh, the link relay is underground. Right. So we were actually going there. Never seen Dysmantle before, but seems nice. It is. It's very casual, easy to get into, not that expensive. It's got co-op, and looks pretty nice. I originally played it first when it got into early access, and now it just today, as I said, it got into 1.0, so... Oof. Okay, we can make this. So I basically started a new save, even though I had like a 10-hour save already. I don't know how big the game is. They say it's feature complete now. Oh, we can get a tackle as well. 50% fishing speed, hell yeah. But I can show you the map in a moment. Because there's no reason to get the tackle unless we're specifically doing that, huh? I think, yeah. Yeah, the rope is just like an extra thing. Cool. Yeah, this is the size of the map, basically. When I originally played, you could only get to about 50%. The rest just wasn't made yet. And I mean, if you zoom in and you consider that this is the size of that house right in the graveyard here, and this is a graveyard, and you zoom out, it gives you a sense of scale. Of course, most of this over here is just water, but all of this in here, I believe, is mainland. So, should have a fair decent amount of content. It's not really a survival game, though. It's more like an exploration hack and slash adventure with crafting involved, I guess is the best way to summarize it. Because you don't have to eat to survive, you don't have to drink to survive or sleep. And all the enemies, they respawn every time you interact with your campfire, which is where you also level up and stuff. Also, your tools don't degrade, they don't have durability, but rather they upgrade. So that you gradually get access to more and more features, places in the game. Because everything is fully destructible as far as I know. It's just a matter of getting the right tools, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right, yeah. So here's the relay. Yeah, I don't think these places were really implemented when I played. They had the contents, but you just got handed it for free. Oh, that's a reset. Okay. So yeah, it's like a very arcadey game, as I told Toto. Really? Tumbling Satellite coming in here with 14 viewers. How are you all doing there? Jesus Christ. You're lucky you catch me now, because this is like a bit of a bonus stream today. RimWorld, of course, RimWorld. Hello everyone. My northern friend. I'm doing just fine today. How are you guys doing? How is RimWorld? Is Randy treating you right today? We're over here playing a little bit of Dysmantle for the second time today.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Okay, Toto. Okay. Randy's trolling you right. You mean... Oh, trolling you right. Right. Yes. Always. Can't escape Randy's wrath, or... Well, you kinda can. There's a mod for that normalizes Randy. It's kinda interesting. A mod that literally changes his behavior to be like, I think it's like Phoebe Chillax or something. Yeah, we're playing Dysmantle over here, which it just came out as a 1.0 release today. So I've returned to this game ever since I played it in early access to see what's changed and just get the full experience. 2 toxic fallouts in a row during the second one. Got a solar flare and 55 man-hunting grizzly bears. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. I wouldn't want to mess with that with a 10-foot poker. Well, then again, I also use embracers in my mod setup, so I would just shoot them from the safety of my base. But yeah, Dysmantle. It's a bit, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Ockham was asking about it. It's a sort of an adventure game more than a survival. Fully destructible environments, zombies, or something to the tune of that at least. Very basic control scheme, combat system, a lot of crafting, but it's mostly focused around like a story driven progression to some degree. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? The story is that you basically hid in your bunker after some kind of apocalypse. We got a recipe. And then you stayed there for a couple of years somehow with your rations or whatever in your emergency bunker. And then when you emerge, everyone were gone. And then you're trying to like basically get off the island. Which initially was like, go to the evacuation site, but then the gate is closed. So then you start your quest basically to go out and unlock that gate, and a bunch of other stuff happens along the way. It's a fairly big game from what I know. I played it back then for 10 hours before reaching the then max level of level 20, which now is higher. And also only 50% of the map was done back then, so this should be a good while to play through. Screw you, Ben. I did tell you fully destructible environments. It is called Dysmantle for a reason. So we can break all these things for scrap and materials. Some of which you can loot for recipes, for foods. But even though there's food in here, it's not actually used to... Well, you can use it to heal you. But it's not used to, like, replenish a hunger bar or something. Don't think that's what they meant when they say, oh yeah, let's break the bed. Oh yeah, it's not your stream, so you can do that now. But yeah, another thing is that all your different tools, they have different damage, like attack power or whatever. So like our crowbar, which is now level 5, does 28 blunt damage. And some things, if you try and bash it with it, like if you try to punch this car over here, it'll say we need to upgrade our damage to 75. So we need something that does that damage. Then we could feasibly take down this car as well. Yeah, I know, it was really tame. Still, just pointing out that there's nothing that bothers you from that, because this is a mature stream, right? Not saying that yours isn't mature, but that's just what Twitch calls it. But yeah, I've been having a good time, so much so that this is my second stream today, actually, because I had to go and take a break to get something to eat, leaving everyone in Capitolania's hands for a while. But seem to have enough energy to do a second half, so here we are. I mean, surely, right? It's not just the namesake. Oh shit, that's a big boy. We gotta go that way. Also, this game has co-op, by the way. And nope. Let me just get it now for anyone interested. Give me a second. Because of the 1.0 release, it's also heavily reduced on Steam. I think it's like 35% off or something. For something that's already very cheap, I would say it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, I would highly consider checking it out if it seems like something you want to play. I also checked it out. There's not a lot of people streaming it, or at least there weren't earlier today. There were literally like 12 people on Twitch streaming this. So it could be something. Freaking secretly sponsored. I'm not sponsored. I wish I were. That would be nice, but no, I'm not. I just feel like this is a game that does... Oh fuck, we're so screwed. Hold on. Would you like go away? I just feel like this game deserves the attention. I do that with a lot of games, Toto. This is not the only case. I mean, I'm not sponsored by EA to play Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth. I'm not sponsored by... Is it HBO or Netflix that are doing the Lord of the Rings TV series as well? You know, I'm just doing it for fun. I mean, you could also be sponsored for fun. Okay, you're pissing me off, dude. Whoa. I'll just use our throwing knives. It's fine. It's fine. Wish I was sponsored. Yeah. Well, don't we all? I mean, you're in a pretty decent position to try and get a sponsorship by who's made the Kerbal Space Program in terms of KSP2 maybe in the future. Think about it. Just saying. Might be relevant for you at least. Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, I've gotten the notification on, is it Streamlabs, that I could do Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships, but like the sponsorship deals are kind of not in your favor, like at all. So I've not been wanting to do that. Also, so something I should point out here. Yeah, there is a back door to this place. So only because my pickaxe, or sorry, it's not a pickaxe, it's a crowbar. Only because the crowbar was upgraded high enough was I able to break that chain link fence. Otherwise, this door would have been closed and we would have been forced to go around, getting around this enemy in the back here, which right now isn't that big of a deal. But because we've got the crowbar, we can just make our own way. Squad made KSP1, but another studio makes KSP2. Well, if it's anything like KSP1, and you've got a backlog of streams, seems pretty relevant. I mean, it's not, doesn't harm trying at least. Though it would require you to get in touch with them through social media or something. I would definitely give it a go. Who knows, maybe you can even partake in development of the sequel. 2026. Yeah. Yeah, true, maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's a bit it's definitely a long-term plan. Can we on-track that? Yes. Never found a storage key in Wayward yet. Do I want to do this? Yeah. So you can stop. So okay. So normally monsters, they respawn whenever you rest at the campfire. But we can put an upgrade into the link tower, which makes it so that the mobs won't respawn. But then in return, whenever you kill them, they will yield a specific resource as a one-time drop thing. But can we even make the thing? I don't remember. Because it's in here. It's unlocked there. Yeah, we would have to track this. Maybe that's what we should do next. Try and get the iron for this. Which might be a little bit tricky at the moment because it's about remembering which items drop like an iron bar. Most of these things are just going to drop the scrap. I know radiators, they can drop it. And these as well, apparently. Fancy that. 50 damage. Yeah, we can't do that yet. So the way that your inventory works is that each of those slots in the bottom, they're for, like, you can have a unique material for each of the slots, and then the squares underneath denote like how full it is. You can get perks and all kinds of other things as well that allows you to store more things, but also compress stuff that you carry so that it basically, I guess, weighs less is the idea. Oh, this seems sketchy as fuck. Bloop. But yeah, just been chilling out with this game today. Strange phenomenon crackling with unnatural energy that seems to affect your perception of time. It is a peculiar puzzle that should be investigated further. Find any link tower to scan for unnatural energy signatures. Wait, but we found this in another place. Okay. Strange. Why is it only giving it to us here then? Oh, so here's a link tower. Scan energy sources. Oh wow, that's like in the complete opposite corner of the map. Should go to that energy sword at some point. Yeah, some point doesn't quite cut it. You can also stealth in the game. Like if you make noise by banging on things, or yeah, basically just banging on things, the zombies will slowly start detecting you. You can also sneak behind enemies and do sneak attacks, but also just completely avoid them if you want to. A new elementary school will be built on this site. Okay. Sometimes you just need to bang on things and take your mind off the rest. Oh god. Okay, so there's good materials here, but there's also one of those bastards. What was it called again, Toto? A puker, I think, right? Not to be confused with a boomer. That's my impression for you there. He's hacking and whacking and smacking. So yes, I'm hitting these barrels and stuff. That yellow circle up there is going up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I think that was worth it. Ow. Oh, that almost killed me. Oh shit. And yes, we do have a dodge roll. I can technically also heal. Though I do have to stand still with my current healing methods. Unfermented boomer? Is that what we're calling it? What are you talking about, Toto? I'm full HP again. There we go. It's 1000 XP. Bloody boomers. First they explode on you and then they ruin the housing market for the next generations. Yeah, these just puke all over the floor. And whenever you go to bed, they return. Whoop. So yeah, you can do a regular attack and you can do a charged attack, and if you sneak up and they don't detect you, you do more damage. Then you can also do dodge rolls, and pressing 1 or 2 will switch your main weapon and your secondary weapon, or whatever you want to call it. And then they're used with left and right click respectively. So fairly easy combat. Also certain tools are required to collect certain materials. Like tires, for instance, can only be harvested with the sickle at the moment. Where if you try and use the crowbar on it, it'll say like, can't damage it with this tool. So it just like, doesn't matter how strong it is, you just can't, basically. But with the sickle it does work. The sickle also has another property that it can hit multiple targets at once. So it's really good at collecting fiber with.
Island has fallen. Am I to fall? Am I to leave this haven of my rest? This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Well, that was not unnerving at all. So yeah, there's these radio station or radios here and there that you can listen into that each have like whatever the heck this is to add to the mystery of the island.
The island has fallen.
Yeah, if we get more iron, we can also improve our sickle. I think that would allow us to maybe harvest the large tires, which not too sure if that's super necessary. At least not at the moment. Okay, so we've got a campfire up there. So basically, in order to get rid of all our materials and store them, you can just run back to the campfire without resting and then dumping it in the resource box. And that way enemies won't respawn and you can go and collect more things. Also, when stuff gets left behind on the ground, it doesn't just despawn. Not too sure if there's a limit, but I don't think I've encountered anything despawning in this game before. And whenever you die, you leave behind your corpse and whatever materials you had on you at that time. So basically, as soon as you transfer something back to camp, you're good. Like, you have it, you know, it's safe. Basically like a checkpoint. Can't get into that tire. That's fine though. Do still need some tires, I see, so might as well collect what we can. Oh yeah, by the way, Tumbles, if you're still here, so I got this screen, right? The touch screen, the touch monitor. You use the software to... So when you double tap on the screen to activate like sound bites and whatever through well, your own board, you use some kind of software or something to make your mouse go back to where it originally was, right? Yeah, your own board. Because right now it's a little bit annoying that whenever you interact with the Leoran board, it like moves the mouse over there and then you have to move it all back and stuff. No software, just use scrolling. Scrolling? What do you mean scrolling? Because I noticed you can also swipe on there. Or just manually going back. Okay. Yeah, I looked it up and it's like people recommend using just the software to reposition your mouse whenever you... So basically what the software will do is that it'll notice when you're interacting with touch input on the monitor, and then whenever you let go, it'll move your mouse back to where it originally was. Or something like that. But it's like another piece of software to run in the background. It's like starting to add up, really. So I don't know, because people said that there's no real way to like remove that feature basically, because it is just a mouse input, right? So it needs to move your cursor over there because you only have one cursor on your computer. That's why you went to Leon board, to have fewer softwares running. Yeah. Like, I also need to have Restream chat running so that people can interact with chat across the different streams that I'm doing, which is fine. I just didn't know that that was like a requirement before I started using it. So So that's just something I had to get used to. Fortunately, that one is very lightweight though, so it could be worse. Could definitely be worse. But yeah, another thing about Leoran board, do you know if there's a way so that you don't have to freaking double tap the screen to activate the sound bites? I think there is a way, like you can swipe on things, but that's like fairly obnoxious having to do and occasionally makes you click the wrong things. Yeah, you also wish you didn't have to double click. Yeah, you can swipe on them, I've noticed, and then it registers as like a hold click or something. And then it's, you don't technically have to double click, but still. Yeah, priorities, right? That's also why mine is just like sitting on the side, because I'm like, I can't really be bothered looking into it right now. So I've just put it on the back burner until I figure it out. Yeah, I just messed around with it, but it's like you can just swipe onto the icons I found, and then that way you don't have to double click them. And I don't know if that's an intended feature, but I did notice it did work. And I also messed around with like the different ways to set it up and such, but other than having it set up, like I tried it out for one stream and I was having some technical issues where what game was it again? I was running like some game. I think Toto was there actually, but I can't remember. I don't know if she would remember. But I was trying to play some, I think it might have been Minecraft, honestly. And the screen would just go, like the game image would just go black while running Leoran board, and I don't know why. So I was worried that it was because I'm running 3 monitors or something. But never looked into it. Leoran said, yeah, that's just how Windows treats touchscreens. Pretty sure you can change that option in the setting, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think that sounds very similar to what I found. Because it's a couple weeks ago now, right? So, other than that though, super happy with the monitor. I can see why you went for that one. It definitely is like, you know, for the cost, pretty good quality. The only thing I have to question you, and you can decide whether or not you want to be honest with this. But why did you not remove the acrylic plastic cover thing? Was that intentional, or did you just put it together and then you were like, oh shit, I was supposed to remove this? I didn't bloody know. It literally says on the thing to remove it. To be honest, I was like, oh, maybe that's just what it looks like, you know? But then I was like looking at the store page and like, this doesn't look like what Tumbles has. So, gotta ask him. Long story time? Okay. Let's hear it. There's also the other thing. I think you mentioned that you were missing some screws with yours or something. With mine, they were all there at least. I also read on comments people saying that they wish there were like they'd used black screws for instead of silver ones for the front panel or whatever. But I noticed that one pair of the screws were actually like, you know, just metallic colored, and the others were indeed black. So either they changed the screws out at some point, or the people complaining just mounted the wrong screws in the wrong place or missing a pair. Tried to remove it first, but it didn't come off, and you were kind of scared to use strength. Makes sense, because it really wasn't coming off. So I tried on a bit of the support and completely broken in half. Oh, so that's what you meant with breaking it. Oh. Made it easy to remove at least. Yeah, you were missing the screws and bolts for the support. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, I was afraid about the same thing. I found out that basically just putting my nail down and then just like scraping, like very like pressing down pretty hard and just scraping until like you got like an opening seemed to work. But just like you, when I got it, I was like, where the heck do you peel this from? Because it said like, you know, in the instructions to remove the protective coating or cover or whatever. I'm like, well, how the fuck do you do that without any like starting point? Yeah. It's actually funny too. In the comments, some people were saying like, asking them for if they could have maybe put on the safety coating after they'd laser cut the whole thing. But I mean, you can't really do that. So like, I understand why they did it that way, but still, it's funny. I mean, they probably just have those large acrylic plates and then they laser cut the shit out of it. And my guess is that the acrylic plastic just... What is it even? It's like a... Is acrylic plastic? I actually don't quite... I'm not quite sure about my chemistry here, but anyways, I think what happens is that probably the border melts because it is a little bit charred, right? Because it's a laser cutter. And as a result, it might stick to like the outer edge. So that's why like once you get in, basically, removing the coating is not a problem, but getting started is. That's my guess. So low manufacturing costs is probably the answer there. I mean, we paid for what we got, I guess.
Everyone will be provided a safe transit as soon as possible. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Bloop. So in here we have all the different recipes that we've unlocked. So if we make chili soup, for instance, it increases our backstabbing damage by 25%. Fish and chips will increase our fishing speed. And some of these, like tomato soup, increased our hit points. Eggs and bacon increased our foraging or whatever it was called. Quality. Here we go, a hamburger recipe. Nice. That will also increase our hit points if we craft it. So yeah, you can like make these dishes more than once too. So for instance, now I can't see that without having the materials, but if I were to make tomato soup, for instance, or tomato soup, however you want to pronounce it, it would also heal me. Found out how to not need to double click, you think? Okay. Something you're interested in sharing? Because I'm listening. Dink. Yeah, do that. I mean, you can also share it over Discord, right, if you want. And then I'll check it later. Assuming it is actually something that's easy to share, of course. I'm like over collecting all the things that we don't need. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just like so satisfying to break things. Today's special, potato and wheat. Okay. Wow, what a deal.
As it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Dragon hamster. What? What are you talking about, iPeak? Dragon hamster? What am I not seeing here that you are? Also, this is the guy running the Minecraft server, by the way. Oh. Oh. Right. I don't think it works that well in English because it's not hamster in Danish. It's hamster, which is a completely different word. It's not the name for guinea pigs. I don't know if those things are even related. But yeah. I've got a hoarding problem. But I mean, it's in a dragon's nature, right? Doing the same in Outer Worlds. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? You still fill your mouth with the loot. I don't know. I don't think that's something I would want to do. Wow. Savage. Ammo Pig has being a savage here. Yeah, I hope you didn't kill someone, essentially. And that it doesn't come back to bite you later. Ooh. Oh damn, Tumble, so damn. Genuine Dragon Horde Gold's stream, Dragon Horde junk. I always hoard stuff. Toto, if and when I end up playing Tale of Two Wastelands for Fallout 3 in New Vegas, oh boy, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm the kind of guy that in Skyrim will pick up the broken sword pieces somewhere because they're special. I'm that kind of guy. Try playing Border... Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's a completely different issue in its entirety. That's called ninja looting. iPeak would know. It's like, ooh, what's that gun? Oh, Dragon's already got it. Okay, never mind. And it's like, we finished fighting all the enemies and it's like, okay, should we take a look around, see what they drop? And I'm already saying like, nah, it's all junk. Because I already went. At least that's how it used to be. He learned from the master though, so watch out. He's not too terrible at it himself these days. It was fun though. Surely not just me saying that. Don't mind me. We don't have any throwing knives. Okay, maybe we should go and rest at the campfire before we do that. Question is, do we want a better sickle or do we want better lockpicks? Let's see. Oh, we also get perks. Nice. Chance of finding extra materials when searching. More loot carry capacity, more hit points, and plank growth speed. I mean, it's not an issue of finding items, it's a problem of carrying it around. Should be able to make this though. Common compressor. That was the oh, this is what we need. But we need wood for it. So this doubles the backpack slot carry capacity for common materials. Basically means that they take up half the amount of space, so you can carry twice as much, I suppose. Oh, this just increases search efficiency. Okay. Might as well get that. Because the materials were cheap. Boonie hat. Anything else? There's a monster lure. Scrap, electronics, plastics, plant matter. Ooh, let's make a dice. This is very satisfying. I mean, if that's not juicy, then I don't know what it is. So yeah, there's a reason to upgrade things and craft things, or craft and unlock things that you might not even necessarily want to use. Because if we craft another 2 of these category items, then we can equip 1 more accessory. And as a matter of fact, we can actually have 3 special items now. So I could equip this Shiv trio. So we have more ranged weapons. Orc painkillers, which are a faster heal. Nah, let's go for damage. Because these can also be upgraded, if I remember. If we go to here... There they are. Ah, it's iron and wood. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I do want to upgrade this tackle here because we're also trying to catch some fish still. And we can sleep for 6 hours to gain a well-rested buff. Just temporarily increases your hit points. But you can only sleep so and so often. So I kind of want to take out that big boy there. Okay, I see. I mean, they have very limited range, it seems, so... Get in. Ow. Oh, quite. There we go. And these also drop iron, so that's pretty useful. So now that we've taken care of Mr. Big Guy, should be able to remove this shelf here. So that means that now we can open this door. And we can also open up this mud as well. So these are timed loot crates. And at first I was like, how the fuck do you open these things? Until I read how to actually do it, and I felt so fucking stupid afterwards. So the way to open them, as far as I remember, I guess I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure on this, is that you go to the campfire, which resets all the enemies, and then once you leave the campfire, it resets the timers for those. So basically, like when I interact with it now, it says it locked negative 112 seconds ago, and that number keeps rising. So basically they're timed, meaning that you gotta go from the nearest campsite and open them as quickly as possible. Sometimes requiring you to basically clear out the path ahead of time to open up an alternate route. Or in other cases you have to basically rush past a bunch of enemies because you don't have time to take them out. and then just go for the loot. We'll just check out all this stuff first though, because once we do that, the big guy that we just took out is gonna respawn. These, yeah, these drop iron. Nice. Some of that electronics. Is that a safe? Or is it, no, it's just a washing machine or a dryer or something. Just because it's facing with its back. Found how to deactivate this bloody double click if you use a pen but not fingers. Tower windows. Yeah, I think I found that exact same thing, believe it or not. Yeah, it's definitely annoying. It's also from what I collected, from what I read and all that stuff. There's like no native Windows function that allows you to do it. So either people are wrong on that, and there is in fact one, or they're right, and you basically have to use some kind of third-party software. Hence the script that just returns your mouse to your previous position when it registers like a pin input or a touch input. Because that is actually a thing. The problem being that you still click away from the main monitor, so some games that cannot be played in borderless window mode, for instance, you'd be pausing the game every time you press on the monitor. And that was also the reason why I didn't want to continue using it onto the touchscreen until I figured this out, because I was having that exact issue. And then it's just not worth it for the sound bites, just because of how disruptive it is. And I'll be damned if I don't find a way. I mean, there's definitely gonna be a way. There always is. I mean, one way would be to have a separate computer for the whole thing, but then you would have to involve more software again, streaming it from separate computer to the main streaming device, for instance, which would also mean more hardware. So, not really a good solution here. You have an extra laptop you would capture with, but its screen is broken. Well, you wouldn't be using its screen, so it's not really like that would be an issue, I guess. Just a bit annoying to get it booted up and all. But yeah, I also do have a secondary laptop, but it's more noisy than my desktop PC is, so I would not want to have like more noise in my my living room than I already do. I've even contemplated, like, the next time, like, I want to and can afford major changes to my setup, it would be nice to be able to, like, have some kind of sound barrier wall between me and the desktop PC. Because certain games that just require a lot of performance right now, because my computer is air-cooled, just makes the fans make so much noise. Like, I'm using Noctua fans, but the problem is I'm also using 80mm fans, which are the ones that are about, you know, this size. And the smaller a fan is, the higher pitch the sound it makes is going to be. So yeah. Just found out a very fitting quote in the game. Sometime, when faced with a choice, the only proper response is to annihilate the people asking you to make it. So what you're saying is you get a quest from Jarl Balgruuf in Skyrim to help Dragon's Reach, and your number one solution is going to be punching him in the face. Your sound is amazing, TBH. Okay, that was a little bit of a out there comment. What? Not comment. Praise. What do you call it? Shit. Words. That stupid zombie just caught me by surprise. But do you just mean that it's nice? Okay. Yes, and that is why the whole city is dead now. Yeah. I can't remember Outer Worlds. So there's... So Outer Worlds, that's the Obsidian Entertainment game, right? Yes. Sounds great, no background or anything. Don't know if it's physical setup or software, but you don't think I need to add anything to hide your fan sounds or anything? No. That is completely for my own sanity's sake. When it's running really loudly for several hours a day, it's very tiring for me. Like, I can hear it. Yeah, exactly. It's not for the sake of the stream. I do try to do my best to filter it out, so I'm sure that that's fine. Which, not using headphones or anything either, fortunately. Like, I'm just running through speaker audio just fine. And so far, seems to be going okay. And I'm very happy about that too, because wearing headphones for an entire day... Nah, fuck that. Yeah, that's true. We would have fixed that long ass time ago. Probably when I first started streaming. I mean, you already did, Ammo, because you're the one who bought the cap for the microphone. Which isn't a pop filter, but still kind of a pop filter. Is it still called a... I mean, it's to remove the popping sound, so I guess it's always gonna be... Yeah, because the other one would be a screen, right? The one that goes in front, that's a screen. But it's also like a filter, right? So that room over there with those boxes in, we can't get in there until we can break the door down, like literally, as a minimum. Either that or the walls. Peculiar. God damn it. Also helps not having a mechanical keyboard. Those make a hell of a lot of noise. The only thing I really wished were if I could use the same filter settings that I'm using for Streamlabs OBS on Discord. Screens and the thing are called pop filter. Okay, so it's just the same thing. Okay. I do have a mechanical keyboard. That was the main thing you had to filter off. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, depending on what contacts you have, of course. I just have a Logitech G510, which just uses membrane switches, or whatever you want to call it. I've been used to this kind of keyboard for years, and I've never really complained. I actually really enjoy the dead silence of it. The loud type keyboard, the clickety clack clack. Red switches. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, hi. Smooth. Okay, so it does. Okay, so that's in there. Okay, let's go right, or try to at least. Oh no, a knee-high boulder is blocking the path. However, shall I get past this insurmountable obstacle? Video game logics. I think it's fair though, but to be honest, they could have made those boulders much larger. But I guess it's the trade-off between being able to see what's behind it, you know, because if you're on this angle and if it's really big, then it occludes a lot, just like the walls do. I guess it's not really a big concern. But, I can't go to go around the outside. We're out of, actually, we're not completely out. Oh shit, I forgot we've got bandages. Got Cherry MX speed switches, so you don't have to press as far to activate them. Took a while to get used to. Basically, resting your hand on your keyboard activates the buttons, but you got used to it. See, I've gotten used to, had to get used to that as well with my mouse. Like, you know, the mouse that you borrowed when you were here, right? It's also a Logitech. Which one is it again? The G502? That, and also my previous mouse, my Rat. Whenever I've switched mouse, basically, it's always been like, oh, I can't rest my fingers here too much because then you press the button. So a very similar experience. Oh shit. This is the thing that Toto watched me get two-shotted by earlier. Shit. He's a speedy boy. Oof. Without even taking a single hit. Holy crap. Nice.
Your gods will not save you.
Yeah, no, Toto, I got this. Not today. All these enemies have already been killed earlier, so we can just go.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I mean, it was only one guy, but yeah, he was definitely weak. He could have put up a bit more of a fight. Watch, there's another one just around the corner, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, me and my big mouth. Oh shit. I told you they would two-shot me. Fuck. Hey, Catastrophe. So you raided another person after some time, started to stream once again. Geez, if you tried to make your oppressing someone else's problem, you almost succeeded. Now you're gonna be talking too much at his chat as well. Hi, Catastrophe. Yeah, I told you I might do like a second half stream. I decided to do it because I started the stream today a little bit later than I originally intended to because of the internet outage for 5 hours. And I spent some of that time waiting for my internet to come back to also take a nap for 2 hours, or 3 hours even, I think. So I was feeling well rested even after the stream still, so yeah. Alright, Ammo. Talk to you later. Have a good one.
Farewell for now, mortal.
Shit. Dude, those knives... Well, I guess they do a little bit more damage. Is this the part where you fall down and bleed to death? What game is that from? This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. It's a quote, but I can't remember where it's from right at the top of my head. It's like an enemy taunt or something. Which game is that again? God, that's gonna annoy me now. So I have a feeling that the idea is that we sneak past those baddies up in the graveyard or whatever it is, so we can get to this link relay. Yes, Oblivion. That's correct. Right? Sounds about right. Because it's a sentence that both male and female NPCs will say. It's not like explicitly male. Shit. Quiet. See? No problem. Not like I'm leaving my corpse behind somewhere. Alright, talk to you later, Ammo. Sleep well. Here we get some lore, I guess.
The bringer of great knowledge, the one-armed king, descended to us from the skies. We welcomed the king to our tribe. We greeted him as one of our own.
Why does this narrator sound so familiar? Where have I heard that voice before? I think I've heard it on like some kind of Discovery Channel documentary or something. Dude, that sounds so familiar. There we go. I just get to get out here in one piece, I guess. Or die trying. Literally. Ooh. Don't worry, I'm not a complete idiot. Only a half idiot. Wait, this one we can't break. What's the difference between this one and the other one? What? Okay. Now, so where's our body? It's up there. So if we just like run past and scream like a little girl, then it should work, right? Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, that wasn't really anything worth looting. See ya. I am so glad there's no stamina in this game. He's not gonna give up, is he? Shit. Why is he faster than us? So what happens now? Ah, okay. So he just like buggers off. There we go. Cool. Well, let's rest of this camp look at some upgrades. Dutch roll speed. Let's try upgrading the sickle. In the hopes that we'll be able to eventually harvest those like larger wooden things to get like wooden boards or something. Because I have a hunch that might be also what's preventing us from getting higher tier tools. Is that I basically upgraded the crowbar and then neglected the sickle because you get it later. I'm thinking since it's like used for breaking wooden stuff, maybe that's useful for breaking things that drop those planks. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Oh god, now I just got reminded of Manslayer. That shit is fucking off the charts. You guys in chat know Manslayer? I'll almost be disappointed if you don't, but I'll forgive you. The Doomslayer. Let's just say that Manslayer, he makes like mashup Skyrim and Oblivion and similar skits that he puts onto YouTube. Skyrim man, yes. I mean, it's more than just Skyrim. But he basically just makes characters in video games like Skyrim and Oblivion. Also, what's it called again? Shoot, Mass Effect. Say outlandish things. It's pretty good fun. Just heard Mass Effect. Head back to the ship, then we'll bang, okay? It's fucking dumb. It's kind of dumb, honestly. You guys want to get a sample for a little break here? Because they're not really that long. I don't know if it's dangerous to watch or share that through Twitch. Do you guys think? Y'all ballin'. Yeah, I was thinking about another song that he made as well. I wouldn't just in case. Yeah, you're probably right. It's so tempting though. But there you go for anyone that's curious about Manslayer, who he is and what he does. I think it's probably safe to just keep that as like a Discord thing maybe. So can we go back here now and do the thing? Like open the gate, that is. I think so. I'd like to upgrade the sickle once more. Oh, we can try and get that box. Right. Time left 1 second. So yeah, you basically have to open this door, otherwise it's not possible. But they gave us a bunch of fabric and iron, so just what I needed. Now the question is, should we make a basic lockpick? Yeah, we should. We should probably do that. What do we need for the machete? Oh, we need wood for that. God damn it. Yeah, let's try and get the iron for that sickle upgrade too. Sheens. There we. I think we want to check out the rest of this town a little bit more. See if there's some iron things we basically missed. Electronics are also still useful, I think, because they're a little bit more... Well, I mean, they're literally uncommon, so... Where the fuck did that projectile go? Did you guys see that? This dude like lobbed the projectile into the orbit, man. Like literally just off screen and didn't even land again. I'm sure of it. Oh wait, could I? Is it because I couldn't? No, yeah. So we need expert lockpicking to get in there. I see. And then there's probably a recipe in that fridge in the house. That's most likely why it's lock-pickable. There's a lootable fridge. It seems it's just a Windows thing with a big old fucking deal with it tag attached. Can't even find a third-party software. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the stuff I found was like or stumbled upon was someone had made their own script for it that they were sharing on like a Reddit thread or something. And they were just linking to a GitHub page, so apparently not the hottest thing to program, but it's just like there's no enterprise or like commercial solution for it. Probably because at the end of the day it is such a basic thing that I guess no one's really asking for, maybe? My guess. Maybe we should just go back to the harbor area. See if we can find some iron along the way. So I'm not gonna be killing those big dudes over and over again just to get iron. That's not a good spending of my time. Aha, defeated. That pissed you off. You're pissed off now. Oh. Why can you deactivate the right click but not the bloody double click? Yep. Yep. I think it's because those settings are probably only ever intended to be used for like semi-pen input or whatever. Because the reason why you want to disable the hold for the menu thing is when you're drawing, right? Because when you're drawing with a pen, you hold down and continuously have your pen doing a click, and since it's being held, then it does occasionally in some software instances get registered as like a right click basically. So that is why you can disable that particular feature. But yeah, definitely the why do you need to double press things on the tablet to like interact with it is definitely a good question. Why? Because. Just make like a macro that if you press like a certain keyboard combination, it like makes a mouse input on a specific point on a specific monitor, and then you make a keybind for like all your different inputs, so you're basically controlling it with keyboard inputs. The tablet is just there to have the monitor on it. But yeah, it would be stupid. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, look, we found Evan's farmhouse, and this is another place where we can build a farm. That's gotta mean that there's gotta be like a... I feel it looks like a bit tiny to warrant that tractor. Wow, the game is self-aware. Oh, that's actually pretty funny. Oh, so there's no, like... Huh. There is no campfire here. Unless it's up in this direction. There's that anomaly again. That's how you initially made sounds. Oh, really? Crazy. That's some dedication right there. Yeah, up until now I've just been using the redeem function myself and just writing in a chat. Like...
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Just this one example. Seems pretty fitting. Can we get through the southern gate, you think? Yep, not really anything we need to craft or upgrade, I don't think. Get that room? No. I slept like 10 hours ago. Okay. Fair enough, dude. The only problem, of course, with using the redeem command is that I need to remember every single voice or soundbite command that I made. And since normally people in chat use the redeem UI that's available on the loyalty store, that means you don't really have to learn all those commands. You can just use the UI for it. So that means that if I don't spell it correctly, nothing happens and I just look like an idiot. Like, for instance, I don't remember.
It just works.
Well, there's a fucking container in the way here. Can you even, I think you can break that eventually. Yeah, you just need like 85 damage. You cared about looking like an idiot, you wouldn't stream. Okay, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah, yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Oh, look, there's like a box just sitting here. So I guess you would go from down there and beeline it. And then of course there's like crazy ass zombie here. Ah, dear use confuse was very effective. There we go. Dragon used crowbar to the face. That was very effective. Someone's going to build a house here. There's actually quite a lot of those around now that I think about it. Come on. I was walking around, minding my business. Ah, for fuck's sake. Screw it. And here I was thinking that I would take the short approach by making a shortcut through the woods, and then I get into this bullshit. Oh nice, our sickle can two-shot these guys now. That's actually very neat, considering it can hit multiple enemies at once. Still can't harvest those though. Those planks. Dude, I really need that compressing upgrade. Look at all this shit. Oof. Swipe me with that second attack, did ya? Nope. Hello, Sumbro. Honey, I'm home. Should be like a place that we can lockpick around here. Ooh.
It's a week since the last working escape pod left. There is still the one pod left, but we have uninstalled the fuel cells just in case. Do not use the pod. This is an automated recording set from K23, the Crown Store.
Still funny to me how these just stay floating in the air sometimes. Level up. New invention, lumberjack. And a gyroscope? That's probably an accessory. What else would it be? Oh shit, there's a radiator out here. Ooh, and we can upgrade our sickle now. Dick. And we get to choose a perk. Okay, let's take that one so we get more options in the future. Because the perks are randomly selected whenever you get to choose one. So you have to pick one of those random selected ones. Strafing speed, okay. Okay, so if we wanted to upgrade the sickle even more, we need the wooden planks now. Good to know. And we need mana beads for the compressor, so basically have to remove one area entirely, or rid one area entirely of enemies. What better place to do that than the starting area? Transmitters. So deadly transmission stops kill monsters from respawning. Each monster permanently kill this way drops one mana bead. We've got 2 that we can make. Don't know what that last upgrade is. But basically now if we kill an enemy in this area, they will never respawn. But then drop these mana beads. Clink, clink. Time for bed. Have a good one, friend. Catch you another time. You too, Tumble. See you around. And thanks for the raid again. I will catch you whenever you're streaming next, I suppose. And it falls in line with my time schedule. Because after all, we do stream in the same time frame, so it's to be expected, right? Yeah, we do. It does seem to work out. Alright, talk to you later. What's this? Dear Sue and Jamie, last night when you were asleep, I buried some valuables outside our house. That's just in case they come back searching again. If I'm not back by Sunday, use the stuff to barter your ticket to the evacuation transport. I'm sure they'll listen to reason. See you next week. Love, Dad. Okay. Like when you raid me and I raid back. Cheers. Yeah, exactly. Later, Tumbles. Dig up the stash is drawn on the map. Oh, okay, so we do actually get like an item. Yeah. So much plant fiber. Just a bit of mindless destruction here. Is there a fire axe in the game, I'm wondering? That I've just forgotten about, or something to the tune of that. There probably is. Could also be like a machete thing, but... Loot. That didn't quite look like a piece of electronics. Looked like a circuit board or something. This thing. Oh, it is electronics. Then what is the other thing? Is that just electric scrap then? Didn't see me coming. Debated. That's a fucking fence. My worst nemesis.
For those of you thinking of building your private underground shelters, I say this. Is that really something that will help your neighbors? Or is it an act of pure selfishness? Something that only a snake would do?
Yeah. Clearly. Southern Passage has been closed by ISDF Decree 1300 was 78.2. Sure. I know what that means. I guess it just means it's been closed, doesn't it? Screech. Oh yeah, there's this quest too. Let's see here. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Let me just say the ranged attacks are not snappy. It's very much stand still for a second and then hold down right click at the right time. Well, since they don't respawn, we can just sit down and replenish our hit points. Was there anything we wanted to mark? Oh, we've been getting wood. Hold on, okay. But from where? God damn it. Maybe as rewards? Hmm. This thing is this tracked. We need wood and iron. Okay. Oh, come on. How do you just discover me? Oh, that is wood from the tables. God damn. Yeah, so it did just require us to make this sickle here. But yeah, only very select few specific things drop the items that we're looking for. I see. So I can break all these cupboards, but none of them are gonna drop bonds. Just as an example. But that table in there, that might. Yep. Makes sense to me. Then we can upgrade the sickle again. So let's do that right away. Still can't break doors with it. That's probably a good thing. Yeah, now our sickle is max upgraded too. There's like so much plant fiber in the starting area, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, now we're chopping. So why does it not show the recipe that I want it to? Is it because we've got too many things? Because we want this, we're tracking it, but it's not being shown. My guess is that we just have too many things being tracked at once. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. What about the park benches? Don't they just drop regular? Yeah, they do drop iron, so that's something. Ooh, we can open these. Yep. Is this a block pushing puzzle? Oh shit. Oh gosh. This is a block pushing puzzle with a time limit? Are you serious? a second. What? Are you mad? Dude, that's fucking... That's definitely a unique twist. Damn. Oh. Okay. How are you supposed to do this? Because you basically have to push the top ones at the same time. Like, you have to do this, I guess. Because if you don't, like, then this... How the fuck are you supposed to even do that? Huh? Or is it because they want you to push the bottom one up? No, because that would risk... Huh? Are they fucking for real? Because you can't push things diagonally. Okay, I think I see a way to do this. Without, like, being in a super stressful situation. Hold on. Does that count? I wonder. Probably it does, but you gotta like still like open the, yeah, so you're opening the doors up there. Okay. We can do this. Oh shit. That did work, but fuck. Okay. That should give us one of those orb thingies. Blue eye orbs. Ooh, that was fucking sketchy. Oh, we did it. Damn. I think our sickle does even more damage than the crowbar does now. Nice. Of course, you can't break everything with the sickle, just like with the crowbar, so it never quite loses its usability. Unless maybe later? Oh, there is a crate up here. Oh, how the fuck do you even get up there? Oh, maybe that's what those space-time anomalies are. They're like teleporters that you gotta activate or something. That could be a thing. So I guess I gotta keep an eye out for large tables now. Because that's literally the only thing that's keeping me from like, still can't do these either, huh? But since, we need those, wood pieces. Okay, okay. I mean, there's only so many tables per house. Everyone has one. Nope, not those either. We can do these now, though. Like a massive stack of planks, and then you get like 2 pieces of wood. Nice. Very nice. Just making a shortcut. So, buried treasure. Show the letter. So that's the house. Fuck, which house was it again? It was this one, right? Maybe not. Crap. Fuck, which building was it? Because obviously now I've dismantled a lot of it, so... Well, it doesn't look any of those houses. Was it the... Oh yeah, it was the locked house. It's got 2 rooms and then it's like an L shape. 2 rooms. Okay, so it's this house. That's what happens when you keep rotating the camera, you get disoriented, I guess. Ooh, we can almost make that compressor. Wait, can we chop down trees with this? Hold on. No, not yet. I just remember that that is a thing that you will eventually be able to do. Okay, so it should be here. Okay, so now we're just gonna consult that map. Treasure! To the top right and the top left. Okay. Easy. Not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. That was actually really nice. Definitely worth it. Just for the XP. Oh wow, I one-shotted that guy. Not too bad. Must have been like a critical hit or something. On top of the fact that it was a sneak attack, of course. Campfire here. Let's make that compressor. Yes. here. Very good. Less damage, but more stealth and defense. I think that's a pretty decent trade-off. Okay, let's go up to the Packard family farm because we haven't been in that place for ages. And I've been neglecting it a little bit too long, honestly. Hey sister, what is this Dysmantle game? Well, it's what you're looking at. It is... So it's not a survival game. It's a very casual game, actually. It's more like an adventure hack and slash kind of game. Where you break down things to gather materials, which allows you to upgrade your equipment. And you gradually unlock more and more access to other areas of the map. Either by upgrading set tools or opening up specific pathways. So like, there is food, but it's not a requirement for you to survive to eat it, but rather used to unlock perks. And you can also use it to heal with, but for the most part it's like to unlock perks. I don't think there's any building in the game either. It's all about breaking stuff. And even if there is building, it would be like an end-game feature. You basically start out as your character. You've been in this homemade shelter for like several years. And now you're peeking out your head to see what's up and everyone's basically gone. But yeah, it's very casual. Very hack and slashy. We just get to pick a perk, actually. Ooh, more XP from fishing. Yeah, let's just get that. Why not? Make it more worth our time. But you have this tech tree here. As you gain more levels, you unlock the ability to craft new things. So this allows us to take things out of the storage box, right? But yeah, instead of putting in skill points, these are all like crafting recipes. So if we want to unlock the baseball bat, we need to craft it. There's no durability though, so once you make it, it's yours for the rest of the game. And some items can be upgraded, like we've just finished upgrading our sickle to max level. And the higher they're upgraded, the more things you can harvest with them. Which at some thresholds allows you to craft even more advanced things. Like for instance, in order to acquire this wood item, we needed to upgrade our sickle to the max. Right. And right now we just like went back to this farm field area which we've been cultivating. Because I need to replant some stuff. And that can only be done in like a select few specific areas on the map. Do I still have it? No, I do not. But yeah, it just came out as a 1.0 release today. Well, technically for me that would be yesterday due to time zones. But as a result, it's also discounted quite heavily. It's very easy to get into. The world map seems pretty large. I mean, we've just been in this little corner here so far. I've played this before when it just came into early access, and back then half the map was accessible. The rest hadn't been made yet, but this should be feature complete, so the whole map should be explorable at like once you get far enough into it. It's also got co-op if you're into that kind of concept. What else? Yeah, I guess the rest is just take a watch and you'll see what it is. We've been playing it for a few hours today. I was streaming earlier as well because, well, as planned actually, but I didn't get to stream as early as I originally wanted, so to make up for it, I'm streaming a little bit later today as well, which is now for me. So... yeah, I want to maintain just enough lettuce so we can make a hamburger. And cultivate it a little bit. Onions, we don't need for any of that, good. Because those are really annoying because you need a lot of them to replant. But yeah, the environment is pretty much 100% destructible. So eventually, once you progress far enough, you can even tear down the walls of the buildings themselves. Though that is like an end game-ish thing. Why am I planting more lettuce? Lettuce. Corn. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's at least been fun for me. And the people that have dropped by today also seem to be intrigued by it. Let's put it that way. You don't need lettuce or onions to make a burger, you just need beef and maybe a roll to hold it. Are you sure about that, Sistra? Does look entertaining? Yeah, I have no idea how long the game is in its 1.0 release date. But considering that my old save was about 10 hours and I'd done half of the map, and I was level 20, which we're level 15 now, and that was the old level cap. Like, they put in an arbitrary, not an arbitrary, but like a temporary level cap so that you wouldn't, so you'd be able to get back to the game with your old save and then continue once they'd made like more content or whatever. I just never did that. I decided to wait for the 1.0 release because I could see that this was like a game that I probably wouldn't want to play multiple times. Like, the first experience was well and good, but after that I was like, maybe like wait until it's fully released. And there is a sense of discovery when you haven't played it before too, so obviously me having played it before means that I did know what to expect to a certain degree. I wonder if we can go fishing in the same spot again. Should probably put that accessory on. I'd rather have 70% fishing speed than like 5 hit points. Oh shit, I forgot. Foods. Foods. Go and make the chili soup. Here, so that would increase my backstabbing damage by 25% as a permanent passive buff. And recipes like these are found out and about in the map, so it promotes exploration in places that you haven't been, even though the resources might not be what you're looking for. I think that's a pretty good way to do it. Okay, let's go and try and find that fishing spot. Because we've already been here. Nope, all the fishies are gone. Okay, so that means they're probably one-off thingies. Fuel here. That basically means in order to get that upgrade, we have to find them all. Ow. Oh shit. Okay, let's try and go for this timed crate. So we basically have to run from the farm all the way up there, avoiding getting hit by those dudes and bumping into trees and stuff. They basically reset the timer whenever you go to a campsite. So when I press leave here, there's like an invisible timer that's on that thing, on that box. Here. There we go. So we had like literally 4 seconds left on this one. This one wasn't too bad. Sometimes they're placed in like hard to reach places, or even like behind strong enemies. So either you have to go and basically plan out a route ahead and open up pathways, which sometimes involves like going in through the other way and then removing some kind of blocking element from a door or something. That way you can make a faster path so that you can actually make it in time. In other instances you might have to literally like there we go. You might literally have to just ignore the enemies and try and avoid getting killed in the process. What's in these? Oh, it's just cloth. Fair enough. Okay, why don't we go back actually to that harbor as I said I would before I get distracted again. Missed. You can also just store stuff in the box and then enemies don't reset, but haven't really had the need for it, so we might as well just ignore it and just reset the enemies. It's not like these regular ones can keep up with you anyway. So if we sit down here, that ranged enemy should despawn. What a shot! Yeah, I know, right? What is that emote? Are you saying hi to iPeak there? Okay, so we should be able to open this now. I love those emotes, they're cute. Well, this looks promising. Could this be my way out? It's missing fuel though. Could try scanning for fuel cells using that link tower. Yeah, it's a shame I can't get emotes without being affiliate or like a partner. One day though, one day. Or rather, I think there is a way with better Twitch TV, but then I'd have to pay for some service, I believe. I know at least for Discord you need to have Nitro in order to have the animated emotes there through better Twitch TV. Maybe you don't for Twitch, but then people still need to use better Twitch TV though. Oh yeah, we can get into that box now, that's right. Because our crowbar is upgraded enough to destroy chain link fences. This was completely inaccessible last time we were here. Okay, let's try and get that box. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was not so fast. See ya. Okay, 3 seconds. Ooh, that was a lot of iron in that box. Sweet. That's just what I needed. More hoarding. Can use better Twitch TV on mobile, so you don't see a lot of people, a lot of the emotes other people use. I see. Yeah. I can see why that would be a problem. Cool thing with better Twitch TV is that those emotes also work for Discord, but again, as I said, you need to have the server Nitro boosted if you want animated ones. Which kinda suck. Okay, before we go off fast traveling everywhere, whoa, feel that camera. Let's see if we can't find some extra loot around here. Oh shit. But you wander around a lot and sometimes pick up gift subs to various random streamers. Like using emotes you get even if you only access for a month. Yeah, I've gotten a good bunch of gift subs too, but I'm like so bad at using emotes on Twitch. Even when like hanging out in other streamers' chats. Heck, even if it's their own emotes. Oh, look at all this. Look how much plant matter we can contain now. Ooh, before filling up. That is so good. So is this door also locked? Yep. I was just about to ask if you played Minecraft, sister, again, but now I remember you don't have like the best computer, so probably a moot point of asking. I think I might even have asked you that at some point in the past, and I've just forgotten about it. And that's Capto. And that's Teardoll. So many emotes. Holy crap, Sistra. And I was called a hoarder not too long ago. Gonna catch 'em all. And you still are. Thanks. Oh wait, weren't you also talking about you would buy one soon if you could afford it, right? Or was that just like whoa, shit. You didn't see that. I might have pressed the wrong button, okay? Hello. Yeah, iPeak is the guy basically owning the Minecraft server we're playing on. There we go. Hiya! Just off the edge though. I pressed space. It makes you do a combat roll, and I just combat rolled into the water. Yeah, he's not normal. Oh, okay. Yeah, I pressed space and then I combat rolled into the water and instantly drowned by accident. That's why I died. Fish? At least fishing in this game is pretty straightforward. Just press left click and keep at it until like he's run out. If you're wondering why there's no music on the stream in the game, it's not because the game doesn't contain music, but because it's copyrighted music. They literally have a setting that allows you to turn off copyrighted music, it says. Let me just show you. So in here, play copyrighted music is disabled. Yeah, swimming does not exist. That is very correct. Okay, we need one more and then the potatoes, then we can make fish and chips. Which will increase our fishing speed even more. For like future endeavors, I guess. Oh, this is expert lockpicking. Okie dokie then. Well, there's still this storage facility over here, which we had to sneak past like a big daddy at some point. Guy in there, basically. As you can tell, you don't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah. And he almost killed me. He will also outrun you, though. Gotta kill him fast. And yes, he will respawn. In case anyone was wondering. Get me some of that rubber. I think this is also a table that will give me wood. Wait, I can't. Oh, really? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, Sistra, see you later. Thanks for popping by again. It's always lovely to see you in here. Yeah, we can also make a shortcut through here if we want to. The power! Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Where the hell did this come from? It's just a random piece of steel lying around and I have no idea where it came from. Oh, we never said hey to her. There we go. Their fabric, that's what we need. Well, we got a lot of good electronics and stuff out of this. Resources go by really quickly though. Oh yeah, we're almost dead. Totally forgot about that. Living on the edge. Ah, crap. Couldn't cancel out of that animation as fast as I wanted to. Now I'm almost dead again. Oh shit. My character wouldn't sprint for some reason. Nope, not in there. Maybe follow the big arrow said you fucked up here.
You played 2 hours to die like this?
Come on. That was a low blow. You're right though. I did, technically. Okay, so let's take a look at the upgrades that we can get. See if there's anything we can get right away, or if there's something we want to save up for. Probably want to get that. Oh god. Right, sleeping bag. If we upgrade that, we can sleep for longer. Oh, there should be some iron in here, it seems. So what are you up to, IP? Are you on the server, chilling out? Chatting and stuff. Alright. Yeah, I think I should probably start wrapping the stream up for today. Because I've streamed for a little bit over 3 hours today on this second half. And before earlier today, I also streamed for like 3 hours, so should probably consider calling it. It's also getting very late, so. But because of the lovely raids and stuff, just been keeping it going for a little longer. Also don't want to disappoint Catastropha if he's still here. Or Catastrophe. Never figure out how I want to pronounce that yet, so one day maybe. But that's not today. fabric. Or not fabric, but it's going in scrap fabric. Damn it. Now I use it on the fucking cooking pot. But now we can make food at the campfire at least. There's a tomb there. I wonder if we can enter it. So how about we check it out, and if we can do it. Then we do it, and then we... Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, no, we can definitely do it. Okay, so we try and do this, and then I think we'll end the stream after. Seems like a good spot to stop for today. And I'll be on Discord, of course, afterwards. If you're still gonna be on. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, so what happens when you open one of these? Okay. Oh shit. Oh, you fucker. I do like the look of these places. Oh shit, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Fuck. What was I thinking? I know what to do now. Because those are not on a timer, so those are not the issue here. There we go. I'm smart. Cool. We'll head back to camp. And then we'll end the stream for today. Yeah, the farm. Run, Bambi. Run. I'm getting distracted. Can't help it. Because we need to hide. Where the fuck? Okay. I saw the health bar, but I don't know where the deer went. Cool. So yeah, that's Dysmantle for you and everyone who hasn't seen it yet. Cool. So thanks for everyone who came by on this second half of the stream today. That is very much appreciated. Though I try not to do that as much because, you know, I don't want it to be super confusing for people who might want to not miss out and stuff. So I only do it very, very rarely. So today is a bit of an exception due to the late start on the stream and all that. So I hope you found it worth the while anyway and so forth. But I don't see anyone we want to raid, and I think it's probably a good thing to just end it quietly today. But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping by and everyone who is also lurking, very much appreciated. And I will see you all in the next stream. And yeah, there's also the Minecraft server. So if you want to hang out on there, that's also an option when I'm not streaming. So, because more often than not, I'm there, at least these days. So if not on the next stream, maybe I'll see you there. Let me know. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later and bye for now. Hey.